Hello everybody and welcome back here to the 19th race of the season. We are oh so close to finishing up the season, oh so close to Chase ending to crown a champion. The second ever champion, and it will of course be a first time champion as Bobby Fraser did not make the Chase. But it looks like we're coming here to Talladega. We just left a restrictor plate track 2 races ago at Pensacola, and that was where we saw Matt Johnson get his second career win. In fact, the last 3 drivers on the last 3 winners, that is, on the series are multiple-time winners getting their second win of the season. So will we see a first-time winner here today, or maybe a second-time winner as Joshua Jones, who finished in the top 5 barely last week, because closed in on the points leader Daniel Maxwell some. Well, Daniel won it. He didn't close in, but he did gain some positions. Kathleen Tellier, Anthony Corby, Zednick Price, Keith Batson is your top 5. Carson Scott, Zachary Fitzwater, Mike Tolan, who won here when we came here this spring, John Arndt, and James Richardson's your top 10. A look to the rest of the field. Jesse Turner, of course, is a driver who is so good on restrictor plate tracks, as well as his teammate, I've gone blank. Joseph Romanok, I'm sorry. Both of the drivers have won at Daytona. This season, the Daytona Sweep for the Red Bull guys. William Brock, and it looks like Grayson Acevedo is going to be the furthest starting Chase driver, with Chester Harvey and Brandon Bent rounding out the field. Yeah, so that is the lineup. If you didn't see where you are, here you go. So Joshua on pole. This will be his first career pole, it looks like, actually. Yeah, wow, I'm surprised, Joshua. So Joshua Jones on pole for the first time in his career.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command to start the engines here at Talladega. We're about to go racing for 29 laps here at Talladega on second restrictor plate in 3 races. Who's going to get a win, and can anyone keep up with Daniel Maxwell here in the Chase? So we come back, there's no real big news coming into this race. We went to Atlanta. Daniel Maxwell picked up the win. These JJ Motorsport cars are looking so good. Joshua on pole here today. Matthew Brown led the most laps last week. Ended up not winning, though. But it was his teammate Daniel. All 3 of them in the chase. These JJ Motorsports cars are looking great. They're switching manufacturer from Toyota next season. They will be Mitsubishi's, I believe. Yeah, making their debut. There was talk about Carson Scott, Team Scott Racing, going to BMW next year, but that they've decided to stay with Chevy. They were going to be a BMW team. They had a scheme made up and everything, but they're just going to stay. So 42 drivers here. We're going to get going at Talladega. Hopefully we see a fantastic race here. Will an underdog win? Someone who we haven't seen in victory lane all day. Will a Chase driver win, closing on Daniel Maxwell? Or could Daniel go 2 in a row, get his 3rd win of the season, 3rd of his career? Going through the shaded. This travel is shaded right now, it looks like. So this might play in a factor. And green flags out here. We are racing green from Talladega. And they're coming through the travel for the first time today. Looks like Joshua's going to lead lap 1 as he goes through the travel pretty fast. And look at this field fly by. So Joshua is out front. Kathleen Tellier is getting this run on the outside. Could she maybe clear? No, I think Anthony Corby's going to have the run here. He's got the 05 for help. Some drivers have lost the draft. It looks like Jay Day, the one of Tyler Merkel, Chester Harvey, Nick Perkleys. These 4 drivers maybe just trying to stay out of trouble early 4 wide back here. It looks like, no, it's kind of cleared as soon as we got back here. But these pack is 3 wide as the ticker's now going to come on. It was not coming on for some reason, so ticker came on a little late. And it looks like we saw John Arndt jump to the race lead. The 70 actually led lap 1, my bad. And now Miles Jones at the line will lead that lap. And here comes the 28 of Matt Johnson. His teammate now just left him on this inside. He's now going to have Matthew Brown. Matthew Brown fell back to 10th in points after Atlanta led the most laps. Just couldn't get it done. Anthony Newton up here. Haven't talked about Anthony much lately. Here's Michael Harvey. And here's Matt Johnson. He's on the outside. He's not going to get down in front. Anthony Newton, haven't talked about him much this season, leaving after this season. This team's shutting down. Bobby Fraser's up here. Joseph Romanok. 4 wide back here. JT Bryant, career best 2nd place. It's 4 wide with Patrick Gill, Emmanuel Hartnett, who replaced JT Bryant after he got released. Cody Smart. And Patrick is all up on the 24 of JT Bryant. And Patrick's now going to find a hole and save it before something bad went on there. Joseph Romanok's now leading this middle lane. And we got a bunch of drivers going crazy up here. It's Michael Harvey. He's trying to get a push from Ravon Alonso, who won the Daytona 500 1 season ago. And now it looks like you see the back of the pack. They've all closed in. So everyone's racing in this one pack right here. See the field pass by. It's Michael Harvey out front. He's got Ravon Alonso. And look who it is. Mr. Daniel Maxwell has just been excellent. Look at that. It was the 8 car of Ravon. And now it's going to be Daniel Maxwell, though, to the race lead. Last week's winner and your championship leader. But he's got Grayson Acevedo, a driver who started way in the back, up in 2nd. How long do these drivers go? We know pit stops will be a factor, but how long do these drivers go racing this 3 wide until someone makes a mistake? Grayson Acevedo is going to move the 7 out of the way before Daniel can lead a lap, and that's going to put Grayson Acevedo to the front. Started 38th, 40th, 39th. So, somewhere back there. And you see the 2, Zachary Fitzwater, Emmanuel Hartnett, and Patrick Gill leading this inside. Your top 5, single file, top 4. But that's not going to stay for long. The 2 goes to the inside. The 14 that was actually going to stay out there with a Toyota, the fellow Chevy, couldn't keep it done. And now you got a Dodge of Zednick Price out front. You got to be on this inside. We see the outside lane as we're going to go look at them, try to look at them the best we can. There's a lot of the drivers who got to the front got shuffled to the back. As you can see, Anthony, Matt Johnson, John Arndt, Anthony Corby, Kathleen Tellier, Carson Scott. These guys stuck on the outside, falling back. As Emmanuel Hartnett's going to the race lead. Here's William Brock in the 99. Chester Harvey. We said he had lost the pack earlier, and look at him. He's up here already battling for almost the race lead. Emmanuel leads that lap. It's him and his teammate 1 and 2. And now 3 wide around William Brock. Here comes Chester Harvey, the Infineon winner earlier this season. Won in his debut. Started 2nd technically, but won in his debut. Such a good driver. Tyler Merkel. Here comes Garrett Senor. Garrett, not really showing the strength here in the Cup Series, but in the endurance race on this channel a couple weeks ago now, maybe a week, 2, he won it, I believe. Barely won it, but he won it coming to the checkered. And that was at Daytona Road Course. So Garrett Senor has won on this channel before. And your top 2 kind of pulled away. Here's Dejon Weeks. Going back, looking at some film from last season. He almost won the Talladega, the first Talladega race last season. Came up so close, lost to Bailey Scott, who Bailey did make it to the Final 4 last year. We don't have the Final 4 anymore. But yeah, Dejon, pretty good here at Talladega. So not surprised to see him out front. Here's Chris Dodd trying to get the draft, trying to get on the inside of Dejon Weeks, it looks like. And JT Bryant, Mike Tolan, your top 5, Jay Day. This draft really is the equalizer. You can just pretty much, you saw the drivers all who had fallen back. They're all up here now. and they are making moves to the front. Here, Dejon stuck on the outside. Here comes Chris Dodd, Mike Tolan, some chasers. Anthony Newton, Bobby Fraser, Joshua Jones all have fallen to the back now. The front's kind of pulled away as we're about... Oh, Carson, Kathleen Tellier, John Arndt. A lot of those drivers have jumped to this inside now. The inside's where you want to be. Oh, still got plenty of time. Going to be 20 laps to go next time by, so still plenty of time really left in this race. We're going to jump on board with Mike Tolan, who's running second. I lied. We'll go with Chris Dodd. You see on the inside, that's James Richardson in the 6. See, this outside just cannot get going, and James clears him easily. Vernon Gabot's up here. Excuse me. Look at that field just come by. 40 drivers, 42 drivers. They're all separated by less than 2 seconds. Garrett Sidnor is out front in front of his teammate. Here comes Cody Smart. We've talked about Cody a bunch this season. Cody just waiting to have that his outbreak, I believe. Once he has an outbreak, I believe we could see him challenging for more wins, better sponsor deals. I believe he's bringing on a new sponsor next season. I think Subway's going over to him as Bobby's leaving the team. And I believe they're shutting down the 91 team, and actually not shutting it down, but they're going to become not the 04, but just the 4 team. You see John Arndt make it 3 wide for second. Garrett was trying to help his teammate. Not enough momentum. Garrett is out front. He's blocking 3 lanes at once. Here's Anthony Corby, and I believe we might be seeing pit stops. Drivers running up high. Yep, we're seeing some pit stops. This is where it could get tricky, guys. And it looks like I think everyone got through it just fine. Got a bunch of big names coming down pit road. Chase drivers, Joshua, Grayson, Acevedo, Romanok, Miles Jones. John Arndt's leading them. And pass for the race lead. Cody Smart getting a push from the 6, James Richardson. Colin Lindsay's up here. And Michael Harvey. But these pit stops right here, these are definitely going to split up the drivers. It's going to be interesting to see how everyone does there. Who hits pit road this time? Looks like this inside's coming. A few drivers might be staying out. Colin's going to jump from the... And look, oh, they got to be so careful. Look who's back here. A bunch of chase drivers this time. A cluster of them right here. Daniel Maxwell, Keith Batson, Patrick Gill, Matthew Brown, William Brock, Chris Dodd. The winner off the pit road of that first cycle was the 05. Excuse me, I need to sneeze. So, John Arndt looks like might be the race leader when we go back green. Garrett Sonora is the race leader. I believe he's going to hit pit road this time. He's got a lead over the 80 of Jesse Turner, but I believe we'll see pit stops right here. Not quite halfway, so unless a caution comes out, I think we're going to see a second round of pit stops. So it looks like the rest of the drivers are hitting pit road. The last couple, Mike Tolan, a chase driver as well as a winner at Talladega. So I think John Arndt's going to be our race leader unless, well, going to see right here. It looks like Cody Smart's got, he's coming off pit road. He made up a lot of time. He could be the race leader. He's got James Richardson. I believe he will. John's going to fall into line right here in third. See how long it takes this, the group of drivers to get back together. I don't know what I was trying to say there. As you see James actually make a pretty bold move to try to take the potential lead away. Here's Garrett Sonora. He's actually already off pit road. Looks like off turn 4. Okay, I thought that was turn 3 for a second. They're going to pass Garrett easily. So it looks like the 6 of James Richardson is going to be the race leader. We're going to have a group of about 6 drivers up here for the lead, it looks like. And in that lead pack, only one chase driver, Joseph Romanok. Then we got a bunch of drivers, some merging on right here. All different pit stops, cycles. So yeah, now the field definitely separated. If we don't see a caution, not sure how these drivers would get to the front. We see the 5, the 39, 42, some chase drivers stuck way back here, and then William Brock as well. Daniel Maxwell is currently running as they're cycling through. Let's find him. He's right here with the 88. That is Ryan Madden. That's for 29th place. Wow. Not where Daniel would like to be, but look who he's got behind him. Miles Jones, Joshua Jones, not related in any way. They're 36th, 37th, 38th. Definitely these 2 drivers want to get to the front. William back there even more. Matthew Brown, I believe, is the last driver on the lead lap, 42nd. He is. As for the race lead, it's kind of tightened up. Here comes Michael Harvey, Dunlap Pratt, Cody Smart, 3 wide for second. Behind these 6 of James Richardson, who's the race leader. Then looks like we got a second pack of cars led by J-Day. They're single file. This is what you need to do if you want to catch that first pack. J-Day leading Ferdinand, Matt Johnson, Garrett Senor, John Andrews, and Noah Kramer. They needed to stay single file. Hopefully they will, and we'll see that. And Matt Johnson's going to pull off. And then we got the big pack of drivers led by Carson Scott, Anthony Corby, Mike Tolan, who's going for 3 wide. And then we got this little pack of drivers, some chase drivers right here. Led by Miles Jones, but it's got Joshua and Keith Batson in it. Looks like William Brock's lost them. So they were 2.2 seconds back last time. This second group right here definitely going to be back a little more now that they're side by side, I believe. They closed in. They're inside 1 second. And Ferdinand Gabot wants to lead this pack of drivers, it looks like, as this front pack still dicing for position. This second pack, or not second pack, but second to last pack, doing pretty good. Miles, Keith, and Joshua, they've got around some drivers, but they got a lot of way to go to this next pack, which includes Daniel, Patrick Gill, 2 chase drivers. Here's the second pack. They're closing in, so I think we might have a race for the lead here shortly. Both single file except for J-Day, but we'll see. This time it was 1.89, 1.78, so about 1/10 of a second. And here's Joseph Romanok, the only chase driver in the top 10 right now, as he got freight trading to the outside. But this is a excellent driver. He won at Daytona for the Coke 0400. So he knows how to win at these restrictor plate races. He's fallen to the back, it looks like, but don't expect him to be at the back of this little pack for long. Mainly because they just keep switching, but 6 cars fast to James Richardson. He's out front. He's had this lead since the pit stops early. And this third pack, it looks like to be closing in on the second pack. Could we see all these drivers close in? Colin Lindsay is rounding out that third pack. And Colin is currently, it looks like 25th maybe? 26. So 26 drivers maybe closing in for the battle for the lead shortly. Not sure. Then we got this other pack which has Patrick and Daniel in it. And then here's this pack. I believe this pack, we got a lot of strong cars in here. JT Bryant, Joshua, Keith Batson, Miles Jones. Would not be surprised if these drivers make it. And now it looks like the 99's falling back for the 35-27. These 3 drivers working together way back here. What they really want is a caution, and the way these drivers back here in this third pack are racing, would not be surprised if we saw a caution. Have not seen one all day. I don't think we saw one in the first race either we had here at Talladega. And this second pack has closed in on this. Oh, someone blew up. Oh, it's Dunlap Pratt. He was running second. He needs to get off the track. These drivers are catching him. Oh, he's going to get off the track, but that's going to slow up this second pack, which allows the third pack to almost just instantly go on the inside of all of them. And now this second pack is one big pack. Dunlap Pratt running second blows up. Not what he wanted. He was having a pretty good day, I would say. So here's the lead pack now. 5 drivers. They've lost 1, and J-Day's leading this second pack with a way more than double that pack. Not sure, though, if they'll catch them. They definitely slowed down some from the 63 blowing up. They're about 3 seconds back now, as you just saw on the ticker. Is caution out? Yeah, I didn't think caution was out. Normally, we don't see a caution here for a for when a driver blows up. Five drivers. Then J-Day. Let's go on board with J-Day. Can he can't. He cannot see this front pack. One side tend to go, by the way. He barely can see them, as you see. They're coming through the tri-oval. Definitely, I think they closed in. The 3.13 last time. 3.137. They did not. And looks like Nick Perkles has the run here for the 6th position. So these drivers, your top 5, pulling away. We've yet to see a caution all day here at Talladega. Don't think we saw one in the first race. So it might just... I don't know, these drivers... You think Talladega would be a fairly crazy race, but... Look who's up here. We have James Richardson, Cody Smart, and Pit Road. Pit's here? No. No, yes! Joseph Romanok's hitting Pit Road. First to hit it. This second group... No one. Joseph Romanok on pit road. This group, no one. Yeah, Bobby just making a move. Joseph Romanok's coming down very early. And do they catch Matthew Brown anytime soon? He is really off pace because he's not in the draft. As you see, your top 4 now all by themselves. And then we got the big pack back here. If we saw a caution, I'm not sure if we'll go back green, to be honest. So, hopefully we don't see a caution now. Unless it's the last lap, of course. So, Joseph Romanok, I think he's already done with his pit stop. That was kind of weird. He came all by himself. Maybe he thought more would come as John's coming. But now this second pack, we see some drivers pull off. John won't be alone getting up to speed. Bobby, Ryan Madden late. No, Ryan's not coming. Second pack, Joshua Jones, Miles Jones. The Joneses. Once again, they're not related. So now, 3 cars out front. Pit strategies, playing to play. Who has the better pit stall? These top 3 right now have never won a race. Back and forth. It looks like actually these drivers up here, the first 2 right here, have never won a race. It's Chris Dodd. He looks like to be the highest running chase driver right now. He's never won. A lot of drivers in position to maybe pick up a win. Now we see your leaders, your top 3 come down. James, Cody, and Michael. Carson's going to cut down. It didn't look like he was coming out first. And a bunch of others come down. Daniel's now coming down, your points leader. Keith Batson stays out. Matthew Brown still out. Here's John Arndt just getting back up to speed. Here's Joseph Romanok, who was running second, or inside the top 6, my bad. Now Nick Perkles, he was running in that second pack. He's now past Joseph Romanok. So how close would this put a bunch of other drivers? John Arndt could maybe be in the best position, not 100% sure. First off of the big pack that came, though, was... Oh, it wasn't him. It was Cody Smart. He beat the 6th car of James Richardson off. And James and Michael Harvey battling for really who gets that position. James is going to keep it. So getting up to speed. Here's John Arndt. They're 3 wide back here. Joseph trying to gain some positions. So it looks like Cody might be the race leader, guys. Day John, who owns the team, says Cody has such a big future in front of him. I believe he does. He's already returning for next year. And it looks like Cody Smart, I believe, is going to be the race leader. But he's got no help as the 6 and 89 are hooked together. John and Carson are up here. Joseph Romanok, Nick Perkles. Then we got kind of a big pack. And look who closed in. Daniel Maxwell. So Daniel Maxwell is closing in on this front pack as we're going to 4 to go. The 10 car just now coming off pit road, Matthew Johnson, not the day he wanted here. So the highest running chase driver, we still got drivers coming off pit road, but the highest running looks like to be either Romanok or going to be Grayson Acevedo. And now your top 3, bumper to bumper. None of these drivers have ever won. Carson's never won in 4th. He's got John Arndt in this big pack behind them. Not sure if they have enough time, though, to catch your top 3. Michael Harvey putting the move on James Richardson. Out front's where you want to be. Cody is in the perfect position here in this Ford. He's got a Ford teammate, manufacturer teammate. Not actual teammate, but a manufacturer teammate. So 2 Fords and a Chevy out front. They got just under a 2.5 second lead on the rest of the field, who's being led by Carson. You have to think if this group could catch the first 3, these top 3, how much of a run they would have. And Michael Harvey, with 3 laps to go, is going for the race lead. James Richardson trying to peek on the inside. He won't get there. If these drivers keep switching back and forth, we could see this second pack close in. James Richardson now is going to peek in. About 3 lead changes right there in 1 lap. James Richardson, though, is going to lead this lap. I believe at the line it was James. And this second pack closed in. Oh, they closed in a whole bunch. Can they stay single file? They really don't need any drag right now. If they can close in, I believe we could see a good fight for this finish. 2 to go here at Talladega. Keith Batson, Joshua and William Brock lost a whole bunch of ground, as well as Miles Jones. Colin, Patrick, and all of them back there. Here's Carson, and there's the leader. Cody Sparks taking the race lead. Michael Harvey, James Richardson, Carson Scott. He's got Grayson Acevedo coming on the inside. Excuse me. White flags out for Cody Smart. Does he get his first ever Cup win? Does the second group catch them? I believe they have caught them. They're right here, but can they have enough time? Michael Harvey on the inside. They're going to catch Matthew Brown very shortly. Not sure if he will be a factor. James Richardson, he's going to have down the backstretch. Here comes James Richardson. He's got Carson and Grayson Acevedo. Carson to the inside. 3 wide here for the race lead on the final lap. It looks like the 6 of James Richardson had the better run, though, through the middle. Does Carson, or here's the 28 car. That's Matt Johnson. Does Matt Johnson have anything? 2-time winner. Carson needs to pull out about now. Here comes Carson. Does he have enough to make it to the line? Matt Johnson doesn't go with him. That's going to help push Richardson. And at the line it's going to be, I think it was Carson Scott. Carson Scott picks up his first career win. He's won it. Before he leaves the Cup Series, he picks up 1 win. He came in here 16th in points, and he'll finally be a Cup winner. He won just that much. You can see in the ticker, .00. Carson Scott, he was leading that second pack, and it was enough. We're going to pause it until it says complete, and he picks it up. It was 0.003 of a second. I believe that could be the closest finish in history on in the Cup Series. I'm not sure. As we're waiting for that to hit finish. Yeah, so Carson Scott, James Richardson, Matt Johnson, Jesse Turner, Garrett Senoria, top 5. Cody fell back to 6. Grayson Acevedo, the highest finishing chase driver. Nick Perkles, Michael Harvey fell all the way back to 9th. John Arndt, Joseph Romanok, Anthony Newton, this front pack. Then John Andrews as well, my bad. Then all the way down. Oh, wow. What a finish here. I'm entering points real quick so I can go look at them. And points are updated. Wow. Alright, so Zachary Fitzwater, Von Alonso, Mike Tolan, Patrick Gill, Daniel Maxwell, Kathleen Tellier, Ferdinand Gabot, your top 20. You can look through the rest. It looks like Dunlop Pride had a header issue. That's why he blew up running second. Joshua Jones, William Back, Keith Batson really lost a lot of ground after that second pit stop. Really pushed them back. as we look at points, Daniel Maxwell still has the point lead, and it's only 29 points. That's a whole bunch, guys. Going into the final 3 races, this is where a lot of people needed to make up ground, and they didn't. And so now Daniel Maxwell's got a almost 30-point lead going into the final 3 races. And then it's Grayson Acevedo in second now. Grayson finished 7th here, trying to close in, gained 6 positions. Just not enough. Matthew Brown now last. He's 77 points out, pretty much eliminating himself. Colin Lindsay 11th. Miles Jones, Keith Batts, and Joshua Jones, they're all over 50 points back. If we win in a race, say the race was next race, only the top 4 really had a chance. They're separated by 37 points. So that's crazy, guys. Daniel Maxwell really stepping up during this chase. But anyways, congratulations to Carson Scott getting his first career win here in the Cup Series. That was a win that was well deserved. He caught this group, had a lot of help from Matt Johnson and everyone. So congratulations, Carson Scott. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will see y'all next race. It is Rockingham. Yep, going to Rockingham, Kansas, Homestead. 3 races, 3 normal tracks to end the season. Thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we will see y'all soon.